Hey, it's John playing Immaculate Grid and wishing a big congratulations to Ronel Blanco on throwing a no-hitter and what I think was his eighth or ninth career start. That's a pretty impressive accomplishment. Going the distance, you love to see it. You love to see a real no-hitter all the way through. Not that the combined no-hitters aren't fun too. They're useful for Immaculate Grid, but congratulations to Ronel Blanco. And now I'm just thinking about if I'm baseball reference, I'm probably doing a no-hitter category today, which is a category I'm weak on. Let's find out if they did that. That's what I would do. That's just kind of been that would be a sneaky way to get that in. Let's hit refresh. Let's hit go. Okay, they didn't do it. All right, let's do this. Ozzie Guillen does work. Let's go Bob Euchre. Oop, there he is. And get Eddie Matthews. I spell his name right. Let's see. Esteban Loaiza. Cool. Adam Wainwright. Justin Verlander. Ooh, 200 wins. Let's see here. Early win. Oh, I should use Wainwright here. Bob Gibson. And Roger Clemens. It was at 59 seconds. Got it in there. 75,000 games played so far. It's about 9:15 here on the East Coast. A lot of Chris Sale love here. The top person for the White Sox sub-3 ERA was Chris Sale at 2%. But Gibson and Verlander were a lot higher. Which is funny. I guess I flipped Wainwright and Gibson because Wainwright got his 200th win last season in his final career start. It was against the Milwaukee Brewers. It was not his final career game because he pinch hit in a game. Nolan Ryan leading with 10% there. That'll be an interesting one. I'll cheat a little bit. How many? There's 11 choices. It's over 20 for both those teams. White Sox and Cardinals there. Charlie Morton leading the way here. Leading? Really? 2%? That's interesting. There's 115 choices, which isn't like a crazy high amount. And Charlie Morton's leading with 2%. Eddie Matthews also at 2%. Seems odd. But I'm trying to think of I guess I would have thought Morton would be higher than 2%. I'm also surprised to see Ozuna leading the way with 0.6%. That almost seems glitchy. It's like they're matching my scores almost. Something seems off. In fact, they're just matching my scores. Because there's no way this is right. Everyone just matches my scores. That's interesting. All right. Well, that's. I guess I'll play it on incognito mode and we'll find out. But for now, I'm gonna do the stop share and the reshare. Admittedly, Bob Uecker was kind of a rare pick, but I think the others were less rare than that. All right. How to play this one. I'll go with OG Frank Thomas over here. That's a good start. So Jack Quinn will work for both of these. Jack Powell works over here, and that's where I think I'm going to use him. 0.02. Let's see, any Cardinals pitcher less than a 3 ERA. Where to go with that? Isringhausen would be an interesting choice there. Oh, I got a good one. I'm going to go with Alan Bennis. 0.04. And the reason I remember that, this was 97, and he wouldn't have led the league in ERA, but he was kind of up there, except he was, I think, a third of an inning short of qualifying for the ERA title. So that's how I remembered that one. Um, Anywho, sub three ERA. I'm thinking closers: Wagner, Lidge, Doug Jones will work. Maybe that. Let's go with Doug Jones, former Milwaukee Brewer closer. All right, stayed less than 0.1 so far. I don't think that'll be possible on this one. And let's see, have I come up with someone? Yeah, I think realistically I should just be able to come up with someone who'll work for this one. And use Jack Quinn over here because I know he'll work. I don't know if he works here. I suppose Roberto Hernandez does work. Well, he'll also, well, yeah, let's go as well, do. Roberto Hernandez skyrocketing at 0.3. I'm gonna go Keith Folk. 0.8. Both of those were higher than I thought. Jack Quinn over here, 0.03. So 5 really, really good ones so far. Braves and Cardinals. I guess Hernandez, I should have suspected Hernandez might be a little bit higher, just having spent most of his career with, not most, but a good chunk of his career with Chicago. Not didn't play for Atlanta for very long though. And I think he's just that's going to be a baseline level for him moving forward. Let's see. I think we covered that Ozuna was the highest one here. That makes sense. Ganders and Ganders. That's a good one. I'm gonna remember that. Ron Gant and Reggie Sanders. Together they make one superhero who hit pretty much all the same teams, plus Ron Gant hits like the Rockies. It's not all of it, but Gant also hits the Phillies, and I think that maybe the Angels or something like that. Sanders hits the Royals, but there's a lot of overlap on the rest of their teams. I guess Sanders also hits the Diamondbacks and Giants, but they both hit St. Louis and Atlanta. And I'm sorry, San Diego is a common team. Is that it? Is it just those three? Maybe it's just those three. Anyway, a lot of commonality. Gann Sanders, both power speed guys, both will work here. Um, who else would be a compelling pick? And I'm sure there's a Boston Brave here I'm not thinking of. Um, Hayward, he'll work. I'm not gonna play Hayward. Jason Marquis will work. I wonder how popular that would be. I think I've been surprised before. Bruce Sutter will work. That'd be a good one. Ted Simmons will work. I think Simmons is a little bit less known for the playing for the Braves. Um, but I'm not sure on Terry Pendleton will work. I am sure of Terry Pendleton. I'm just thinking about Rarity score and who makes the most sense. Brian Jordan is another name I'm thinking of. He hits both teams. Actually, started with Atlanta, and he was playing with the Braves while simultaneously playing with the Falcons. I think I've got that right. Then goes the Cardinals. He was hitting second in front of McGuire in the '98 season. Excellent right fielder. Excellent right fielder. Um, I don't know if that makes him too rare for me to be playing here. Galarraga will work. He played a season with the Cardinals, I think. Really thinking the more I'm talking about this, the more I'm thinking I really had the right choice with Bob Uecker. But he was sub 1%. Um, all right. I'll throw enough names out there. How do we feel about Galarraga? Sub one. Actually less than Euchre. All right, now for this one, there's 11 choices for 200 career wins, having played some of a career with the Astros. Nolan Ryan works. Um, let's see. Andy Pettit and Roger Clemens both work. Verlander works. That's four. Um, I don't. Mike Hampton's not gonna work. Randy Johnson works. That's another one. But Randy Johnson as an Astro is not a sneaky pick by any stretch of the imagination. People are very much on to that. I don't know that Roy Oswalt works. It seems to me he didn't. I mean, he won a lot early in his career. He had back-to-back 21 seasons with the 0405 teams, but I don't think he makes it deep enough into his career to get 200 wins. I don't think. How long does his career go? I'm not going to enter it. I'm just curious. Yeah, there's no way he got to 200 wins retiring in 2013. Um, man, I'm trying to think who else. 11 people work, and I'm only coming up with Nolan Ryan, Roger Clemens, Andy Pettit, Justin Verlander, and Randy Johnson. Shane Reynolds is not going to work. Mike Hampton's not going to work. Jose Lima is not going to work. Um, Pete Harnich isn't going to work. Kurt Schilling will work. Schilling was briefly an Astro. Maybe that's my winning play. Ooh, Bob Forsch. That one I'm not as sure about. How long does he go for? Because I know he. Actually, I'm gonna play this. I think he gets to 200 wins. Worth the risk? Ah, he didn't work. How many did he end up with? That was a stupid risk. I should have just stuck with Kurt Schilling. He wasn't particularly close at all, was he? He had some 21 seasons in there, but was I thinking of his brother? Did Ken Forsch get there? Also, no, not even less close. That was such an unnecessary risk. I was rocking a really good score. I was probably gonna still go sub 10, even with taking probably like a 5 spot with Kurt Schilling. Oh well. I'll take it. That was a fun risk. Just testing out my knowledge or lack thereof in this case. Well, thanks a lot for playing. We'll be back at it later. Probably just tomorrow because it's pretty late. Y'all have a good night. Peace.